Psst. Eh, eh. This is the dog. This is the dog. I just wanted to tell everybody before they take the collar away and silence me that I don't care. Deshaun Watson, you should not treat him the way you treat him. You should always mention the fact that it has the allegations. I mean, unless it's a cabal, a weird cabal, then this is kind of weird. He's a pervert. I mean, you should always, mention the fact that, hey, we're going to give this guy $130 million. Hooray! He's a pervert. He is a little bit of a pervert. He tries to coax the ladies over, and then he demands the sexual favors. And the part that makes him a pervert is he makes like millions of dollars. He's handsome and famous, but he still can't go out and just get a girl the regular way and have lots of 2 or 3 girls anytime he wanted. He couldn't do it that way. He has to lure them over to their house on the pretense of giving them massages and then demand sexual favors. He can't do better than that for himself. That makes him a pervert. That's what I mean. He's $130 million, $230 million. Oh, man, we're going to get Deshaun Watson. It's so wonderful. Yeah, you got the pervert. But listen, I had a chance. They forgot to take the collar off. And I saw this news breaking, so I said, hey, man, I got to make a post. I know that man makes his podcast, but I said, I have to make a post. And I had the dog collar still up on me, so I said, and I had the rabbit. The rabbit had come over, and he had outfitted me with some, I don't know what you call them, apparatus to make they made me more functional, and I could operate the recording equipment. So I came in here and recorded to make, who knows if anyone ever heard, this is the dog signing out. But you know what, you got to be careful. Because it's not okay. You have to always, hey, if everyone accepts that we're going to have a pervert and he's going to be a big time, a $230 million, everybody's going to love him, and then everybody has to still mention the fact, because women matter. Yeah, it shouldn't have to be a dog to tell you. It should not be a dog with a up and away collar to do hopefully a clandestine podcast to say, you gotta count the women have to count for something, a little bit, but whatever. Obviously, that's a good thing, because I heard the man lamenting and stuff about the way times go by and the foregoing long ago and everything. But, we're not too far along, because we're still at a place where it doesn't really matter if you lured 22 women over to your house who accuse you. Perhaps there was many more, perhaps there was many less. It could be he's innocent. But anyways, if 22 of these people, they went to the steps of hiring attorneys and getting their name out there, or putting their, just putting it on the line. And maybe if like half of them are bogus, who knows? But if there's 12 or 15 ladies, and they said I was sexually assaulted, then, you can't forget that. At someplace in the back, you have to remember that this is a part of the equation. And you have to acknowledge it too. You have to say, hey, but, maybe it's like, because, the man always lamented that, the bygone and the forlorn, but perhaps we're not that far along. Perhaps we're still in the old times, in the old days. Perhaps maybe we're still at the verge, because we're still where women don't count as much as, you could still have 22 or 24, 12. You have 12, you have 6 women accuse you, and you could still be, hey, I'm okay. I could become whatever. I could become a president. I could become a face of a franchise. It doesn't matter. So I think we're still in the old days for the women. As far as, we're back in a little bit of the old days. Just a little bit. But whatever. Because, me, I don't even know. I had my balls cut off, so I don't even really have any kind of a big concern for women, but I just notice. I'm a thinker. I notice these things. I'm watching the news, and I'm like, yeah, what about the women? But whatever. It's $230 million. He's going to Cleveland. Maybe they'll win a Super Bowl. He's going to fight Joe Burrow. It's going to be amazing. Whatever. But I just want to get the word out there that you still have to remember, if you don't, and, you're way far in the past, then okay, maybe that's where we are. We're still way back. We are. Well, whatever. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We are way back. I wish we weren't, but we are. Whatever. So maybe this dog inspired podcast, this clandestine issued podcast, it'll fall on deaf ears anyways. Perhaps everybody, it's falling on deaf ears anyways now. So perhaps when it was discovered, it won't be deaf ears that it falls upon. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe when it's finally discovered, it won't. Maybe when it's finally discovered, it will not be upon deaf ears that it falls.